Hey guys, good morning. Thank you guys for being here. Y'all been super busy today. I had to go to the dentist, then I had to come back and play catch up. But we're here. Let's go ahead and get into our show. Okay, I don't want to be on too long so I can get caught up on all my stuff that I got to do. All right, good morning to everybody. Thank you, Mods, for being here. Everyone for being here. Let's get into the show. All right. Of course, everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. All right, let's go ahead and get into the show because baby, we got some news for y'all. I hope y'all can use this news. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, CCs, all content creators that are in the building as well. Thank y'all for being here. Hello and hello. All right, so according to Tom and Lauren Health, you guys, for those of you that, well, everyone was here for the pandemic. For those of you that took the injection, let me go ahead and give y'all the update on what's going on here, okay? Dr. Fauci is in some type of lawsuit for doing some fraud stuff during the pandemic, okay? He was saying that there was no reason for people to be 6 feet apart, social distancing and all of that. He said he made it all up. But let's go ahead and get into this. Former Pfizer Vice President Dr. Mike Yeadon says that there was no pandemic at all, you guys. So they made $5.5 billion or more dollars through the pandemic, you guys. Check this out. He said that they lied so that they could inject 5.5 billion people with an intentional dangerous substance, which has unalived over 17 million people. One of my classmates, to be exact. I told you guys one of my classmates who was a traveling nurse passed away in the pandemic as well. So check this out. Now, in a video, Dr. Mike Yeadon, who serves as vice president at Pfizer, I hope I'm saying it right, for 16 years claims that there was no pandemic. Instead, flawed data was used based upon inappropriate mass ventilation sedatives given in care homes, denying people antibiotics and bacterial pneumonia. You guys, check this out. For those of you that took the shot, I took it. Okay. And now I'm thinking like, what the hell? Okay, so Dr. Mike Yeadon goes on to reveal that it is impossible to develop a vaccine in such a short period of time. The mRNA shots were instead created many years before COVID-19 was even released, you guys, making the pandemic a planned event. Y'all hear this? Yeadon also claims that whatever was injected into people was an intentionally harmful substance to harm and reduce human fertility to lower the global population. So they're saying, they're asking, do you regret taking the jab? Comment below. So let's get into it. It says that Dr. Mike Yeadon, who serves as Pfizer vice president for 16 years, claims that it was all a lie so that they could inject 5.5 billion people with the intentionally harmful substance, which now has killed over 17 million people, you guys. This is a real thing. I've been reading up on it. And I told you guys that the Dr. Pfizer, is that his name? Dr. Fauci, he's under some type of an investigation as well. So let's get into what was injected into us. All right. I said, damn, both my husband and myself took it. All right, so we're still on Tom and Lauren Health. Let's get into it. So former U.S. government official and whistleblower warns that they did not inject you with protection. They installed an operating system inside of you guys. Let's read. Says that Catherine Austin Fitz, who serves as a government official under George Bush, just revealed something truly disturbing about the mRNA COVID injections. Said that they installed an operating system inside your body to hook you up to 5G and future 6G technology. I wonder if we could sue the government for that. Said that I worked for several years with a group of doctors and scientists to understand what was happening with the injections. They were trying to install operating systems in people's bodies, like tagging livestock. Could this be the mark of the beast, you guys? Right? Could they unknowingly given millions of people, because a lot of people ran out and took it once they saw so many people falling and dying from whatever they were saying it was during the pandemic, you guys. So it says that the tagging people like livestock said that if you get nanoparticles into your body, that you're creating an organic barcode. Did y'all know that? This shit is crazy. So it's kind of like, I don't know if you guys read your Bible, if you're biblical, you know, that they're saying like, you know, according to like the last days, and this is going to be like in Revelations, I think it is, where people are not supposed to take the mark of the beast. You're going to need the mark of the beast in order to buy food, to just be able to survive on earth, right? Could they unknowingly be injecting people through the pandemic, scaring them to say, hey, this dangerous disease is out here, hurry up and run out here and get this shot that we've created to help save everyone? But indirectly, they're injecting some type of technology that they've created into our bodies, which could ultimately be the mark of the beast. Ain't trying to scare nobody, right? So the chief scientist officer at Moderna says that we're installing an operating system in people's bodies, and he's describing something that can be used to plug and play for future vaccines. It said that you're talking about putting materials in people's bodies that can make them easier to interact with telecommunications and digital technology. Now, I did see something online where there's something that they put under your skin to where when you go shopping, to where you can scan your hand over this scanner, and that's a way for you to be able to pay for certain items. So you go to grocery store and you just scan your hand over this, and you can pay for it. Another way is that different jobs are going to be creating chips that you insert into your body, like your badge. Whenever you go in and out of a door, you just wave your hand over said or wrist over said device, and it will open and close doors or let you in certain areas that you are able to go in once you wave your arm over it. So could this be one of those things unknowingly? Because I didn't sign up for this, right? They're saying that, okay, let's keep going. This is crazy. They said that if you look at all the patents and research, that it is clear that there are mysterious ingredients in the food, sprays, and injections, which there are. Says, and the question is, what are those for? And they said that I think it is very intentional. I don't think it is an accident. This is very dark, and it is. Notice all these recalls on food now, right? Salads, all these different fruits, veggies, cheeses, and all these different things that we take into our bodies. Every so often, there's this huge recall, right? So many speculate that these COVID injections combined with nanotechnology may be part of a wider system designed to make humans easier to monitor and influence via digital networks as part of a darker transhumanist agenda. So that this is already being done to livestock. So they're already doing this to animals, cows, bulls, horses, okay? Such technology would give them direct access to your biology, data, and frequency, okay? Now, we've already talked about cloning. They've already started doing cloning, right? So what if they're unknowingly cloning you? So you go into the doctor to give blood for whatever reason. They say, oh, we need to take blood today. What if they're doing that in order to clone you and unbeknownst to you, right? They've already injected you with this substance, okay, during the pandemic. And now when you're going to the doctor, how do we know that the blood that they're taking from us to run certain tests aren't used for other reasons that we don't know about, right? They're saying that the more nanotech and heavy metals that you have inside of you, the more reactive and responsive you become to those electromagnetic frequencies, which we know causes chronic inflammation and cancer. Notice a lot of people are starting to die from cancer. Y'all better read. This is why I read a lot, okay? I read a lot, all right? Our bodies are no longer our own. Said that they are building the ultimate smart grid inside of you. Said that we must get these materials out of our bodies. Not sure how to do that. So the nanotechnology, heavy metals, and mRNA are now inside of all of us. Natural solutions are being censored. Okay. So what do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? I will drop the link to this if y'all want to read more up on it. And there are other things too under this same post that you guys may want to go and check out. You definitely have to start reading up and educating yourself on what's going on. For those of you that don't like to read, it's a great time to start, right? Because how else are you going to know what is going on? The government's job is, their whole premise is to make money. And they don't care if it has anything to do with a person losing their life. I mean, look at this stupid ass war that y'all president has all of these people into, and many people are coming back in body bags. They don't give a fuck. They just replace them and send more, right? They just replace them and send more. So human lives are not valued when there's money on the table. Billions of dollars. This war is because of billions of dollars in oil, right? The pandemic, I hear now, was about money, about them making money. The more you can scare people. And now that I look back and see Trump and people walking around with no mask on, and they're telling people social distance and keep a mask on so that you don't catch this disease, this thing going on in the pandemic, COVID. They're saying that wasn't even a thing now. Social distance, 6 feet apart, all of that. Now, I did enjoy working home for 2.5 years. That shit was lit, right? Now, that part of it was lit. Working home for 2.5 years. But on the flip side, don't be scaring people to run out here and take this injection, okay? Just so that the government can make billions, because they made billions, because everybody ran out and took it. You got to looking around, oh my God, this person's gone. This person, so many people have died. They ran out there and took it and put money in the government's pocket. Crazy. Y'all keep reading up, child. That's the link to it if y'all want to read up more on it. All right, but that's what's going on. But Dr. Fauci, he is in a lot of trouble. So he is facing some legal issues with a lot of fraudulent stuff that he was said to have been doing during the pandemic. So there you go. Let's get into this Nancy Grace and Janetta Brantley on game-changing evidence in Nolan Wells' case. All right, this is the young woman who made the audio that we heard when they actually talked to the sea captain or whoever. She actually made this audio a little bit more clear. She's an audio engineer, okay? And she made the audio much more clear, and she also broke it down to where we could see like the closed caption of it all to know what was being said in the video. So let's get into what she was telling Nancy Grace in this. First World Net, shout out to you. Let's go.
Brantley, I'm sure that you're getting all sorts of abuse, threats, and so forth. It's a cacophony that seemingly won't cease. That said, thank you for being with us tonight. Explain to me where you got the audio, how you got the audio, and what, if anything, you did to enhance the audio.
First and foremost, I basically downloaded it off of YouTube from WLOX News's YouTube site. And when I downloaded it, I ripped it off of YouTube. That's the terminology that we use when we take something off of YouTube. But when I ripped it off of YouTube and I pulled it in.
Pause, please. Objection. Ms. Brantley, isn't it true that the audio you got was taken directly by XLO from MDMR, correct? The Mississippi Department of Marine Resources. Isn't that true?
Yes.
Okay, please continue, Ms. Brantley.
So when I downloaded it from YouTube, I pulled it into my DAW, which is Logic Pro X. That's my DAW of choice. And when I first listened to it, I realized that it was like a dual mono recording, which most, most phone services or operators utilize when they're recording conversations. And so it was already split between the caller, the dispatch, and the callers in the background. And so that's what made it easy for me to isolate it without having to do much to it. So that isolation, when I separated the left channel from the right channel, that just made me be able to really focus on everything that was on the call end. And what I was hearing was I honestly could not believe what I was hearing.
Ms. Janetta Brantley, isn't it true this is the same audio that was released by the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources?
Yes, that is.
So why did they try to say that it wasn't, that this video was this falsified video that was floating around on the internet if it came from them? Weird, right?
Absolutely correct.
Let's listen to it one more time.
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can you all please come? We have a membership. Oh, shut the f*** up! What'd you say?
Miss Brantley.
Wow.
I'm sure that you're getting all sorts of abuse, threats, and so forth. It's a cacophony that seemingly won't cease. That said, thank you for being with us tonight. Explain to me where you got the audio, how you got the audio, and what, if anything, you did to enhance the audio.
Okay, so we heard that, right? We heard her break it down and tell us where she got it from. So the source is a legit source. I'm not sure why they went, why they went on the internet and trying to now be suing people for this whole audio when we hear Bart, Wyatt, and so many others in the background in this video saying some very suspicious thing. They're calling Nolan's name when they're telling people, and they've given statements saying that they left Nolan back on the island and they chose to go back and he chose to stay with somebody else. But how is that whenever we hear you actually talking to and interacting with him on said boat that you're calling in this, we're gonna say fraudulent mechanical issues, if you will, right? But so what do y'all think about that? So shout out to Miss Jeanette Brantley for doing what she did with the video, because had she not done that, we wouldn't have had a clearer picture of what was said in said video, right? That's very alarming. So let's move along. I see you guys still commenting on the information that we gave you guys about that pandemic stuff. Y'all, I usually take the flu shot every year. I'm just like, I don't even know if I want to do that shit no more, right? Know if I want to do that shit no more. I'm probably not gonna let my son get it no more. Like, I'm gonna start looking probably more into more natural type things. That's how it used to be back in the day. Look at how old the older generation, our ancestors, child, they be boiling leaves and all kind of shit. That's how they got by. Now I don't know if I trust it anymore. If they had this whole farce of this pandemic bullshit going on, telling people to wear masks, be 6 feet apart, please go and take this shot so it can save lives. Otherwise, you're gonna die and all that. I mean, they scared a lot of people, right? My husband and I were set to go to Virgin Islands, and I said, babe, we're leaving to go. I think we need to take it, because the whole time we were like, we're not taking that shit. I'm not taking. I was like, I'm not taking. And he was the same way. But then we got to thinking about it. We were like, okay, we're going to be leaving to board a flight. We're going to be in close proximity to people. Maybe we should. We of course wore our mask on the flight there and back. But we both got over there. He caught COVID first, and then I caught it. So I still caught shit, even with the damn shot, right? Oh my God, he was sweating like he was damn about. I was scared to say, like, oh my God, he was sweating. It was freezing cold in the room. He was sweating with a whole fever. I was like, what is going on with you? Yeah, we're gonna have to start going back to natural ways of taking care of ourselves, because we don't know what the government is putting in our medicine now. Now that I'm seeing they're putting mechanical chips and shit in it, I ain't got time for that. I really don't. Like, miss me with that. Let me go back to more. Let me get into herbs and shit again, because baby, I don't have time. I'm trying to be here as long as I can, but all this stuff is starting to, the stuff that they're spraying on our food and the things that they're doing with our food, the way that they're making, like, I don't even fuck with McDonald's. After I saw a video of how they do the food in McDonald's and what they're putting in fast food, I've been stopped eating fast food. I don't even eat that shit. Like, miss me with that. Fast food, leave me alone, right? But we just don't know what's being put into our food anymore, y'all. We got to be safe out here, right? I mean, even though you pray over your food, you just got to be very selective and try to eat clean. And even eating clean is expensive, but now they're saying you can't even eat fucking lettuce right now. So what are we to do? Like, grow your own food. I might need to give me a garden. I got enough room in my backyard to grow me a garden. I don't even like outside like that, right? I don't like being around high grass and shit like that, because I don't like snakes and things. But shit, I might have to get out of my phobia and do what I got to do so we can live in here, right? Because it's crazy. Y'all say you love McDonald's fries. Y'all, I ain't gonna hold you. Years ago, and I'm talking about years and years, I eat McDonald's fries. I used to love them as well. They're nuggets too. I had to stop eating that shit when I saw the video, like the things that go into fast food and how they make it. Yeah, they make it taste good. They put certain additives and things in there to make the shit taste good for you to come back. But meanwhile, the shit is breaking your body down. Notice why it takes you so long to digest it and go to the bathroom to get it out. Everyone should have a bowel movement daily, at least once or twice or more. Usually when you eat something, it should come out. This is why I do cleanings, teas, and I got to get back on it. I'm be honest with you. I have gone off the beaten path. I was like a huge health nut in terms of how I eat. Now I have, kind of got off the beaten path a little bit and started eating some things I probably should not, but it's still in moderation. Because, I mean, who wants to just eat salad? And I was eating salad all the fucking time. And I still do eat salad. But, after a while, you want other things. But I got to get back on my shit. Because I feel like I gained, especially on vacation. Like, I ate what the hell I wanted to. get back on my shit. All right. And I need to get down another maybe 10 pounds because I feel like I gained a little bit, but it's okay. All right. My husband still like it. So it's all good. All right. But we're going to get into this Roland Martin thing. We talked about him yesterday, but let's be safe out there, guys. Okay. Be safe. Be safe. Let's eat clean. Let's get back on our teas. I already told you guys what tea that I use in order to detox. Let's detox, honey. Keep your skin good. It keeps you regular. It keeps you, everything running like it needs to. Drink more water. Okay. Get off them sodas and sweet, sugary drinks. All right. We want to live in here. Black people, we have a lot of issues with diabetes. All right. Let's get away from some of that sugar and a lot of fried foods. That's not good as well. We deal with a lot of high blood pressure and hypertension and things like that. So we got to take care of ourselves if we want to be around for a very, very long time. We Black people, we're dying young. We should not be dying from hypertension and shit like that in our 50s and 60s. We should be in our 90s and beyond, right? If you take care of your body. Okay. Y'all say you love your sweet tea. It's okay to have it, but as long as it's in moderation, right? Every meal that you sit down, I told you guys, I drink a bottle of water before I even eat anything, just to keep my body going the way it needs to. It helps with digestion, all of that, right? And it makes you feel full prior to eating, so you just not sit here eating like a damn dog, right? I don't ever eat all my food, especially when I go out. I eat half of that shit and I put the rest in a box. Okay, you don't need all that. But yeah, we got to learn how to eat and how to be healthy. So we want everybody to be around. I love everybody under the sound of my voice, and I want everybody to let's get back into the health thing. Okay, we got to. Black people, let's get it together. All right. Let's lay off a lot of that fast food and shit like that. But let's get into this Roland Martin. Okay. Y'all know Tasha K is on his ass. I hope she don't get sued behind this. All right. That's why I'm gonna piggyback from what she's saying. I ain't gonna be doing my own shit on it. But they say, if the allegations are true, how much do you guys think that Jamie paid them? So it says the Roland Martin's lawyer claims that the woman that's allegedly extorting him did the same thing to Jamie Foxx. So this person seems to have been around a few celebrities or so, or in the Hollywood scene. And it seems that this person has, they're saying, did the same thing to Jamie Foxx, extorted them. They said that from what I've been seeing, a lot of the videos, they're saying that Roland Martin was secretly probably videoed with this particular woman when they were doing some kinky stuff. From what I was told, he was laid back on a bed with this woman, inserting her fingers in the anal area and some other things. I don't want to be too graphic, right? And they said that he had on like this leopard thong or something like that, or a G-string, and he was just kind of gyrating and enjoying it. So the shit got on video, and maybe she was trying to get some money out of him, but long story short, she was trying to extort him. But I always say, men that first of all, if you land on your back and your legs are up, that's some moist shit right there alone, right? I ain't trying to call you more or gay or nothing like that, Roland. But if you laid on your back with your legs up, like, that's our shit, women, right? Men should not be in that position. I'm sorry, that's giving moistness for me right there. Okay. And then you got a G-string, a leopard G-string on it. That, yeah, it's moist. But yeah, so that's what they're saying was going on. And then the finger insertion in the area that it was inserted, that gives gay vibes. I'm sorry. All right, because all straight men do not like nobody in that area anyway. And I know there's no T there. But yeah, Roland, let's get into this shit. I see why you suing now. Okay. Oof,
this is Roland Martin's lawyer. He says, hi, Tasha. This is James Bryant, Roland Martin's attorney. I spoke with Gary Bernstein, who's my manager, this morning briefly about the Roland Martin story that you planned on discussing. And he let me know it was best to speak to you directly because they know to come to me. He said, I do believe he relayed to you some of what we discussed with regard to my client being involved in a revenge extortion scheme for the past 2 years, okay? And being unlawfully and secretly recorded by the woman and her accomplice. Apparently, this guy and that woman worked together, and per her, she did this on behalf of the gentleman. Wow. He's saying that this guy here, Lamont Clayton, who you can find on Instagram under Lamont Clayton, is, I guess, has extorted plenty of celebrities. And one celebrity that they pointed out that he extorted and was successful with was Jamie Foxx.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Now that I did not know. Wait, hold on. Same girl or a different girl?
He says he got it from the girl. So the girl is saying that this is their scheme.
Wow.
So there's more than just Roland in this, rolling around on the bed on fur pillows, ass wide. And this is a part of a bigger investigation. All right, Rhinos, real quick, if you are an entrepreneur, business owner.
Baby, okay. What shot? Jamie Foxx, how you get in this? Please don't let me find out you was laying on your back with your legs up in the roof position and fingers being inserted places they should not be. Ooh, y'all doing too much out here. All right, if you want to come out of the closet, please do, but don't do it on my camera, right? That's too much for me. Roland, I can never see you the same now. Sorry. All right. You shouldn't have been out here doing some crazy wild shit, and now somebody got your ass on video out here, laid up there like a damn dog with your knees and shit up and your arms like this and your ass open with G-strings and shit on and fingers going places they should not, like you getting a whole damn rectal exam up in that bitch. I don't know what it's at. I don't know. But ill. Yuck. Okay. Go wash your fingers. Shit. Let's move on. All right. Child. Men out here getting rectal exams and they don't even need them. Y'all don't even need them. You getting them. Let these women do rectal exams on camera on your ass. And now you out here want to be up and suing because you embarrassed with a leaky ass. Yeah. Let's get into a shout out to the gay neighbors. Shamar, honey, Shamar, Twisted Body. Shamar has been arrested out here and booked into an Atlanta jail. Let's get into it. All right, social media personality Shamar McCoy was booked into the Atlanta jail down there. Yeah, trying to walk around here loose booty. Booty meat on swole out here, child. Social media personality Shamar McCoy was booked into an Atlanta jail on August 3rd, on yesterday, okay? According to the public jail records. Now, the booking record lists a battery charge. Who he out here fighting on this shit here? Twisted Body ass. That's his stance right there. Because y'all know he twisted up, child. He way over here with it. Connected to an alleged incident dated back in November 25th of 2024 with a $2,000 surety bond noted on the record, okay? So as with any arrest, the charge is an allegation and has not been proven in court. Damn, y'all just finding him after November? These motherfuckers out here fighting right after Thanksgiving. Somebody must have took something off his plate, took his damn chicken wing off his plate, and he done went upside their damn head because that's right around Thanksgiving. We about to be around Thanksgiving again. It took y'all a year to find him because he stayed flying somewhere and on somebody's damn stage on this shit right here. Because I know y'all can find his ass. That's him right here. But it said this is a developing story and more details may emerge as the case progresses. So shout out to the gay neighbors. Shamar was arrested, child. And that was on yesterday for an old charge. But he got out for $2,000, child. So shout out to you, Shamar. All right. We got our back. We got our back. All right, that's him. All right, so let's get into our next thing. So T.S. Madison, you guys. T.S. Madison and hairstylist Alonzo Arnold has a reaction to this thing on my screen that got arrested, Sydney Starr, for doing some inappropriate things with a child. They arrested his ass. I'm saying his shit, because that's what it's giving right here. Your ass went in there, Sydney, and when you took your mug shot, your ass was looking like motherfucking Charles up there up against the wall. All right, because they took your wig up off you. But let's get into this child, because baby, I laughed. This right here sent me, I went flying laughing when I heard this right here. I said, oh my God, the read down. Okay. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. Okay, so T.S. Madison and Alonzo Arnold react to Sydney Starr's child molestation, and accusatory sexual battery. Okay, and the otomy arrest. We got to set that way for YouTube sakes because child, they be on it. So let's get into it. Y'all about to laugh because baby, I sure did. Y'all ready? Let's go.
Sydney sodomizing Starr. You around here messing on little kids, bitch, in the hotels? Yeah. Send that bitch to jail with your Omaha State head ass, bitch. How dare you, bitch? Now they finna be saying all type of shit about the gays. How we like kids. Cause your ass, hoe. Bitch, I knew something wrong with you when you lied on Chingy. Chingy had to put a good root on your ass. He must have went to one of them ladies. Cause now your ass is in jail. With your big meat. They call me Larry Hoover looking ass. Get on somewhere, bitch. Sydney sodomizing Starr. You around here?
Jesus,
no.
All right, so this is T.S. Madison because y'all know T.S. Madison is also a transformer. Okay, let's go.
Girl. Bitch, when I'm telling you I'm Gagatron right now. I know I'm a transformable bitch. I'm Gagatron right now. Gagatron. Y'all have gagged me real quick. I'm Gagatron, girl. Wait, Sydney Star was arrested for being with a 14-year-old. Child. I don't know. I'm on vacation. I don't know. I'm not. I don't have anybody's tea but my own. And the way that I ate last night, girl, honey, I tore that toilet up. That's the only tea I got. It's my own tea. And then I need somebody to do my hair. That's the only tea I got. But bitch, what happened?
And you need on a bra too. Okay. Yeah.
Bitch, don't wake me up. Don't wake me up this morning and give me chats like that. Girl, I'm out here on the beach. Don't you wake me up and give me chats like that this morning. No. Don't y'all do that. Don't y'all do that.
So that's their reaction, child. They're saying, the gay community is saying, like, you are just like a disappointment to us because now they're gonna be looking at all of us like this because you want some crazy wild shit like this with a whole child. So y'all know Sydney Star, okay, aka man-faced ass, has been arrested for doing some very egregious things to a minor, okay? And thank God they caught his ass over there at the hotel over by the airport there in Atlanta, and his ass is in the Fulton County jail. I wonder if they put him in the girl side or the boy side. Probably the girl side now, since he does have lady parts, because he did have this schlong cut off, and he does have a fake vajayjay down there now. Thanks to Eddie Winslow, because he paid for it, right? And he couldn't even pay his own child support. So you out here cutting off schlungs and can't even feed your kids. Imagine that, right? But let's move along, child. Yeah, I ain't gonna be out here cutting off nobody's schlong and my child gotta eat. Fuck that. You better keep it. All right. Yeah. Moving on now. Let's get into this Remy Ma and Claressa Shields drama, child. Because baby, they just, Lord have mercy. I said I ain't never seen people who don't want to be together still fighting. I mean, usually when you don't care, you don't respond. But Remy, you every other week or so, you're doing a diss track. Now I'm ready for y'all to go ahead and finalize the shit, wrap it up, and move on because I'm tired. A little bit. I am enjoying a little bit of back and forth. But damn, y'all wearing me out. All right, Claressa, you too. I'm sick of y'all. All right. And let's get into what's going on. So Claressa Shields shares a few posts, okay, after Remy Ma changes her lyrics during a performance to mention estranged husband Papoose, said that, another cloud chaser, unfazed in all aspects of my life, okay? So Remy did this and I did see it. Let's go ahead and get into it. So Claressa says on Twitter, another cloud chaser, says it unfazed in all aspects of my life. If you're unfazed, you don't respond. You are phased because that's why you're responding. Okay. Said that the big picture is real, beautiful, and I'm going to get there. Okay. It ain't gonna be no wife until he go ahead and finalize. So I don't know where you're trying to get to. So Claressa goes on to say that in training camp, my mind is open so wide. Said that my relationship with God is so much closer and I hear him clearly. Do you? Okay. So that he exposes attacks and wickedness before it reaches me and gives me the calmness to deal with whatever it is. So, but he don't tell you that you shouldn't be with a married man. He should tell you that first, right? That's also a commandment. Okay. But anywho, all right. So I'm enjoying the good life. So much peace and happiness. Okay. That's Claressa talking, honey. So she goes on to say that for real, we winning. Even though she spelled it wrong over here, and don't give a up about y'all, even though she's saved now, and he says she don't give a fuck about something. So this person said, stress can unalive you. Stop watching my page before you pass away. Damn. Okay, I like that. All right, so let's get into Remy. Okay, so she's on stage and she's doing one of her songs. All right, and she does throw out some diss lines about Claressa and about Papoose. I really hope they go ahead and finalize this. We're gonna get into why they're not finalizing here in a second, because I'm just like, why didn't you go ahead and just finalize this? Papoose is holding up the damn divorce. Now we see the game, because first Remy filed for divorce, then he came behind her and filed shortly thereafter, but he won't sign off on the damn divorce, and we're gonna get into it here in a second.
Further clarify, I be single when niggas stop asking for half, but that's between me and y'all. Come on, pick a celebrity crush.
So she says she's really single out here, but niggas be out here asking for half. So she is talking about Papoose, honey. So he ain't signing the damn divorce papers because he won't half of her residuals and shit. We're going to get into it.
She gets stepped up. Listen. You brought it up, Remy. To further clarify, I be single when niggas stop asking for happiness. That's between me and y'all.
Okay, so Claressa Shields' response to Remy said, yes, we're going to have a family. Leave me and Pap alone. Okay, girl. So Claressa says that, says, Remy Ma, I'm going to say what the I want to say. Said, yes, we're going to have a family. Yes, we're happy. And yes, you still invited to the barbecues and cookouts as long as you have a good attitude. Girl, she's not trying to come over there. All right. So to leave me and Pap alone. Nobody worried about you. July 26th is our only focus. Okay. Whatever happened then. Says, and ain't nobody scared of you either. Says, sign them divorce papers. Pap filed yesterday, miss. Not sure how old that is, but yesterday. So let's get into some of the bullshit that's going on. So Papoose claims that he wrote 90% of Remy Ma's verses and calls her a lying, cheating, cruel narcissist who can't keep her legs closed. Ooh. And talks about Easy to Block Captain and more. Let's go.
This money talk that you're talking.
Now, this is when they were going back and forth and arguing. All right. So these clips were pulled just to kind of give you guys an insight of why they're beefing. Okay.
You're a liar. All you do is lie. Ooh. Very bipolar. Say something 1 minute and she'll say 5 minutes later that she never said it.
Oh, wow.
She would say she never said it. Right now on my phone, and like I told you, I never wanted a penny. I never wanted one dime. All of the music I wrote for her, I never wanted one penny. I never put my name on the credit. I never did anything. When people said, we know Pat writing that. Oh, you want to go in here and say, oh, I was making music before him. You was. That's why when I started writing it, they saw the difference. You want to talk down.
With all due respect, and I'm not trying to take sides here. It's just because I know a lot of shit about music. Be honest with you, Remy, you really haven't had a hit since you and Papoose split up, right? You still out here performing, what's that song? I Got a Reason, and you still on that. And it's fine, because that's your song, right? That was one of your biggest hits. Oh, what's your own? Yeah, that was one of your biggest hits. Everything else are features, like with Fat Joe, that all the way up. All right, you can't really perform that unless he perform because it's a feature. You're featured on that. You're featured on the song with French Montana, right? Where y'all did a little remix or whatever. The song is hot. I like it. I be pumping it in my car or whatever. But you really had no hits since you and Papoose split up. So do I feel like he may have helped pin some of your music? Probably, right? But if you didn't put your name on it, Papoose, shut the fuck all the way up. Because the way the business side of that work is, if you want credit for your work, you put your name on that shit and you get your residuals. All right. But if you just gonna let her ride off into the sunset and make people believe that she wrote it, what you doing a video talking about it for now? The time you should have been doing that was when the song was released. Your name should have been in the credits as at least a co-writer. I'm gonna do all this writing because writing is a lot of work. So if you wanted to be known as this ghostwriter for Remy, why not do that? Why not do that? I don't know what you're talking about it for now, but let's keep going.
Upon me, you want to try to assassinate my character, but in actuality, there are people who interact with us. Anybody who ever been around her and never been around me, please step to the front. Am I respectful? Am I considerate? I come from a very big family. I'm very loved. I'm very loved inside that. So all of this money talk that you're talking, wow. You're a liar outside. And guess what? Your family love you too, but you don't love them. You're very cruel to people because you're a narcissist. And you know what? It hurts me that I got to even say this about you, that I got to even come on this live and do this. But the fact that you tried to mention my children, the fact that you had the audacity to come on here and say, I haven't seen my daughter when you didn't allow me to see my daughter. December 14th, when we gave my daughter a birthday party, you came to my attention. We spoke about the party. I said, how much is the party? You told me the amount of the party. You put up your half of the money for the party. I put up my money for my daughter's party. When my daughter's party took place, you had the audacity to send me a text and tell me not to come to my child's party. Wow. Why did you do that? Because I moved on. And I wasn't sitting in the house watching my daughter while you run around with this lame, come home to me and say you wasn't with him. Why would you be outside? And guess what? You're with him. He's so beneath you.
You talking about easy to block, y'all.
When I noticed that,
so he was home babysitting he and Remy's daughter while Remy was out getting dug out by Easy the Block. Damn, so she reduced you from husband to babysitter? That's a flex a little bit.
she was probably getting blackmailed, but you're such a liar. I tried to protect you, like I always protected you. You want to make it, you want to go on the gram, you want to play games about me knocking him out, that's a small thing. That wasn't the first time you saw me in action. But you know what? Like I said earlier, there's 3 reasons why she started to have so much animosity towards me. One was because I knocked him out. And it wasn't because she cared about his well-being. It was because she had been, as a celebrity, as a famous person who could be a role model if she wanted to, she has been behaving in the
come up with your lie now. You had a little pause right there. I'm like, okay, come on.
a very should I say promiscuous? Should I say promiscuous? She has been behaving in a very not too respectful to him. He's so beneath the way. And it's been right under the nose of the entire industry and everybody.
Wow.
And people allow it because some of them are groupies. Some of them are clout chasers. Some people, you know, they know the truth, but they act like it's not happening. By me knocking him out, it kind of put it out there, what's really going on. Also, she tried to fool y'all and say, what person would be in a marriage with a loving husband, being taken care of, bills paid, and cheat? You know what person would do that? You. Everything would be fine, and you would still violate. Because you know why? You can't keep your legs closed, Rem. That's one of the main problems with you.
Wow.
I could sit up here and run through your body count, but that's not what I'm going to do, because I'm not here to tear you down, and I'm not here to dish.
Well, why bring the shit up? See, I can run through your body count, but I ain't here to tear you down. So why bring it up?
Respect you. I'm not here to do that. But the fact that you mentioned my children, wait.
That shit.
And it's been right under the, and you fabricated after you have already been documented and recorded, telling the truth about how I supported you when you was away, telling the truth about our entire time together. But it wasn't good enough for you to move on and be an adult.
It sounds like he hurt a little bit, don't it? Because you're talking a whole lot for a person who don't care no more. Like, you are doing a very long live about this. Like, wrap this shit up already. I feel like you still in love with this woman. I feel like you hurt, and I feel like she just don't want your ass no more. Because from what she was saying in her live, because I watched it, every time she went live, I was right there in the comments doing what I love to do, which is troll. She said that your ass won't taking care of business like you were supposed to, and stealing her jewelry and pawning it because you had to be out here with your shit on when you weren't really, giving what you needed to give in a relationship. But she was hyping you up, and in public she was making it seem like you was that dude and like you was handling business, so you wouldn't looking, demasculated or whatever in the public eye. So really, she kind of protected you a little bit and played nice to keep you from looking stupid out here. But now that you guys have gone your separate ways, like you out here going full jugular on her, trying to call her a hoe, what are you? Because the whole time you was with her, you was sneaking and talking to Claressa. You had a whole second phone. So you can't be calling somebody out here and saying they got whole vibes when you was out here thought whopping and you was out here thought shopping and dropping too. Shit.
After you cheated, and I gave you numerous opportunities to stop the cheating. We went
and so were you
to a therapist. Why come on here and lie and say we haven't slept together since 2022? Why come on here and make it seem like that's true? We never had an agreement. Oh, you be with who you be with and I be with. We never had an agreement. All we had was you lying, saying that you're not with him. Why would you deal with him?
Cells. My air, I've never breathed so freely in my... Okay.
This shit crazy.
I couldn't take it anymore. I said, hey, this ain't what it is. We can't keep doing this. We took calling me. Stop calling me. Stop calling me. Stop calling me. Hello. Hello? Oh, I'm on live. I thought y'all was calling me to tell me to get off live.
She roasted the shit.
No, I'll call you back. I don't care what people think. Can't nobody with a revolving door on a coochie tell me I'm for the streets. I've been with the same man. I was with the same man for almost 20 years. Can't nobody tell me I'm for the street and make me feel some type of way? Are you crazy? Can't nobody tell me, oh, you fumbled it. It's so funny watching people like, you had a good husband. He's only had one wife. The only person that can tell y'all if he's a good husband or not. And when he was, I told y'all that. I told y'all. When she was cool, when she was like, when it was what I thought it was, I kept it a bean. When it's not, when it wasn't, I ain't say nothing.
See, she protected him as a wife. Suppose she didn't want him to look stupid out here. This thing was riding around here, walking around here like he was King Tut or somebody. He won't do shit at home. She said he won't even help him pay bills. She was doing that shit. And he was still stealing her shit and running to the pawn shop to get money from it. And she didn't say nothing.
I dealt with it.
Damn.
I dealt with it. I ain't never met a bitch. I've been waiting for somebody to just use a little bit of common sense. I ain't never met a female, I don't care what people do, who has a perfect dude that takes care of her, helps her financially, emotionally, physically, is there for you, treats you like this wonderful thing, right? And you just say, you know what? I don't care. Fuck this whole shit. Who does that? Nobody.
There you go.
Nobody. Oh, everyone looks so much happier now. Girl. Girl, man, don't nobody fall in love faster than somebody with nowhere to stay.
Damn.
Who has a perfect dude that takes care of her.
There you go. Okay. Y'all hear what she said? That shit between Claressa and Papoose, he gotta be there. Cause who better to fall in love with somebody who ain't got nowhere to stay? Who ain't got shit? I ain't seen him with more jewelry than he's had now since he been with Claressa. So she's kind of like his sugar mama. Of course he ain't going nowhere because everything he's ever wanted, she's giving it to him freely. Remy held him accountable over there. He don't want no accountability. Claressa's so damn glad to have somebody till she just willing to give him anything. And he right there taking it. Like she paying for his car. She probably paying his damn rent at his apartment as well. I'm sure she buying his clothes because she was bragging about all the Louis Vuitton when she shut down the store and bought him a whole $2,000 Louis Vuitton shirt. Like, girl, bye. But the nigga stay upstairs while you downstairs arguing with strangers. Go off, child. Shout out to Remy Ma. I'm with Remy on this shit. Sorry. I'm with Remy. Hell. I'm with Remy on this one. Remy, I'm with you, girl. I'm with you. All right. I sure am. I just want them to finalize. But Papoose, you being a whole bitch ass nigga out here. And I gotta go ahead and say that. Sorry. If you see this video and you feel a way about it, go in the corner and cry because ain't shit you gonna do. But anyway, so they said determined to stay in his soft girl era. That's what it's given. Said allegedly Papoose refuses to sign the divorce papers from Remy Ma as he continues to fight for spousal support and half of his wife's assets. So she went and filed first. Let me get this straight. Okay, and she said it in her live because I was there when she said it. She filed for divorce first. So then he tried to act like, well, I really want this divorce. Then he went down there and filed shortly after, kind of like how Ralph and Drew did. Like Drew filed first, then Ralph ran down there and filed to make it look like he was trying to do some shit. So this is what he did on this game shit. Knowing he don't want no damn divorce. Nigga, you were about to cry in the video just now, right? So now you're refusing to sign the divorce papers that Remy Ma originally filed. All right. Remy said you didn't even pay the money you were supposed to pay when you filed. So that let me know you're not serious about it. You just did the shit for clout. Right? Because if you really wanted the divorce, you would have had the shit finalized by now. This has been going on since 2024. Bitch, we are in 2026. Now, what is this? We are August the 4th of 2026. And you still standing there with your damn arms folded up like somebody that took your damn bike. Right? So now you want spousal support from somebody who's been taking care of your funky ass while you was up over there stealing her shit and not paying your half of the damn bills, and you want half of her assets? What stage you been on? Except up there with Claressa, where she looking like she ready to bite some damn body. What stage you performing on? Right? So, of course, he's on this, he wrote her music shit. So now, since you ain't put your name on nothing, if I was Remy, I would go get me an attorney. First of all, I'm going to get a defamation of character where your ass can't speak on me, all right, to silence your ass on the bullshit. Because if you really wanted to be paid for that shit, you'd have did it back then. Now that your ass is ass outside and you see she don't want your ass back no more, and she is still trying to run and do her and handle her career, I'm going to file for child support on your ass because y'all do have a daughter together that is a minor. So you're going to take care of that. And you're going to take care of other shit that you need to, right? Yeah, that's what I would do. I would go ahead and get an attorney if I was Remy. And not because she needs the money. I would put that shit in an account, and whatever her daughter decides to do when she become of age, then that's just what the hell it is. Play with me if you want. I would bust your ass down like a 57 Chevy out this bitch. Yes, I would. And you can go on over there and have Claressa. You can have her nappy-headed ass. Okay, I can give a hot damn. So let's get into this little piece right here. I'm gonna play this, and we're gonna get off them because I'm sick of them. All three of them now. And Remy, I see it for you, but I'm sick of you too. Like low key and high key. All right. Media House 123. Let's get into it. So this recap is sponsored by Radiant Skin. Let's get into it of what she has to say. So Claressa Shields claimed that Papoose filed for divorce because he was serious about her. Let's get into this clip. Because baby, I was like, what?
Are you dumb? Make it seem like it's just one-sided. I'm not with somebody's husband. I'm with the man who filed for divorce, who's serious about me.
Absolutely not. Okay.
You know what I mean? I continued the marriage because I live by my wedding vow. I try to live by my wedding vows. Richer for poor, sick and for health, sickness and health. You know what I'm saying? Better for worse, and death to us part. So you try to work through things. Anybody out there who's married, y'all understand. So
it's not my problem no more. That's the next person's headache. And for all of y'all, oh, what do you say? Oh, y'all haven't seen her with him since. Y'all haven't seen her with him since. Because it looks crazy. Because I don't want nobody to have the, oh, she's still married and oh, y'all look crazy. The things that what you're doing to the person that you supposedly love right now, I didn't want to do that. I ain't never been hugged up, kissed up, right into gushy birthday text to nobody on this app. Because the ink ain't signed yet. And it looks crazy, regardless of what we know it to be in real life. To the outsiders that don't know everything, it looks crazy. Okay? The only time you guys have ever seen anything with me in any type of intimate or close way, but anyway, it came from Pawn Post. Posting it. And where did he get it? From my phone. Papoose doesn't have a lawyer. He has not retained a lawyer. I'm the one with the lawyer. I'm the one with the papers. But I let y'all go on with that because I don't care, because I know the truth. But now, so
gotcha, bitch.
So see, he ain't serious. He just did that shit for clout. Said, "Oh, you want to file? So I'm gonna go file." But he ain't retained no lawyer. He ain't paid no fees. He ain't did nothing. And Claressa dumbass sitting over there, yeah, Papoose already filed for divorce, and I'm not with someone's husband. And I'm like, girl, shut up. Please stay out of that shit, because you don't know. Papoose is gonna tell you what he wants you to know. She's so dense and stupid. Like, girl, goodbye. This shit's so stupid. Let's move on, child. Let's get into some Real Housewives of Atlanta mess. All right. Nene Leakes is back on our TV screens. She did premiere on the Real Housewives Girls Trip. All right. So not Real Housewives of Atlanta, but Real Housewives Girls Trip, I think it is. Ultimate Girls Trip. All right. Let's get into that because Nene makes her appearance and she is going to meet up with Portia. So shout out to Portia because I have to go ahead and check it out because it looks like it's gonna be giving what it needs to give. All right, shout out to Portia on that one. Moving on, honey. I guess I'll entertain this with Carlos. Y'all know they did Messy Monday last night. Let's check this clip out. I pulled it, but I don't know. I'll go ahead and play it. Yeah, I guess I'll check it out though. Yeah. So Blue centric. I like Blue, first of all, from Messy Mondays over there with Carlos. I love me some Blue. Explains why Portia is head over heels for Sway during Monday Night's Live. All right. I feel like the relationship is not real, but let's go.
Oh, my girl. I don't care what anyone says, and we could disagree on this one, and I will fight y'all on this. I know Portia. Portia is in love and in lust with Sway. And after Sway took off them glasses, I said, oh, Portia, I get it.
I
Blue, you get it.
I've been got it.
Oh.
Yeah, look, man, I've said this before. The right stud can digmatize you, right? And so I have said it before. I know the markers of someone who knows what they're doing. Sway, no, she, right? She pronouns. Just want to be respectful. Is it she pronouns?
Yeah, she said she.
Yeah,
Okay.
Portia always says she when she's
Okay.
referring to Sway.
No, Sway has that thing that will make you, Sway has that thing that have you howling at the moon. And here's the thing: someone who is swaggy in that way, who is secure, and it's called masculine of center, right? So you can be a woman and still be a queer woman and be centered in your masculinity. That happens all the time because they don't subscribe to the gender binary the same way. Sometimes, ironically, queer people are more secure in their masculinity than straight men, and I hate it here, right? And so I think Sway might be the man of her dreams, but is a woman, and I think there's something around being someone who is secure in masculinity and also secure with their queerness and not in the closet. And I saw Sway on my YouTube. Sway got money.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize Sway was that rich. I saw
Money.
Sway in her mansion developing other wings. I said, oh, you got money. And I've been informed by Little Bird that, Portia likes people who are financially and fiscally responsible.
Where would you?
I mean, I told y'all too. Somebody was saying something about she's doing. I ain't said it. Said that she does some fraudulent shit as far as selling or setting people up with salons or whatever. That the shit was fraud. I don't know, but let's continue.
Get that from?
Just a chirp, just birds. It's so.
No, my girl.
I mean, if Portia like it, we love it, child. If she's happy, it is what it is. I feel like Sway is kind of like a placeholder because Portia did kind of jump right into that situation like very prematurely, directly after she and Simon had their little falling out situation. So I don't know. Y'all can go ahead and let me know what y'all think in the chat, child, because I don't care no more, child. Let's move along. Bravo, watch what happens live. Of course, y'all know K. Michelle showed up on the show as well. So let's get into it.
And Portia's explosive dinner in Scotland.
Look, this is real beef. You know what I'm saying? Everything else is Slim Jim compared to this real best friend beef.
What was your
I think her name is Brisha, I think.
reaction when it was happening?
I couldn't believe it was going on because before we had walked into the dinner, the first thing Shamia said was, I'm off today. I don't want any drama. Everyone leave me alone. And that's what we thought.
Wow.
Well, things can change. I mean, everybody's okay with everything else, but when Shamia do it.
Oh.
Ooh, everybody want to drag her to hell. It ain't fair.
Have you ever thought about this? Have you ever thought about that there's things that you don't see? Or have you ever thought about the fact that sometimes people can really put themselves in the mess of something and then throw their hands up like it's nothing?
Well, I was here from all the way to the beginning of Atlanta Housewives. Not this season, all of them.
Okay.
I've seen what I've seen, and the facts are there.
Okay.
Just because you put your hands up don't mean that everybody else hasn't done it.
What was your reaction to Shamia? And
there you go. So they said Shamia went into it like, I'm just coming to this little dinner. I don't want no drama. I'm going to sit here and just be Shamia. But baby, things took a turn for the worse because they got to talking about each other's mamas. And she and Portia got into a whole knockdown drag out, verbally, of course, when they was calling each other's mamas hoes and stuff. I was just like, oh God. And they have not recovered from that. So I don't know. Okay. Hold up. Y'all need to show that. Ooh. No, and no. Hold up, y'all. Did I miss something? We did Remy, we did that. We did that. Okay, yeah. I feel like I'm missing something. Okay, yeah. Okay. So that's going to be our last topic, you guys. I'm getting so thrown off here. All right. So, yeah, that's going to be our last topic. And then I'm going to come back for midday pop-in. But I got to push it back a little bit because I'm trying to play catch up. All right. I need to get caught up on some of my work. Oh, no. I do need to let you guys know what K. Michelle said since we did talk about her because I did pull that as well. Let's get about that because K. Michelle had some things to say, honey. Let's get into it. So I think this was to Drew Sidora. Okay. So y'all know who K Michelle is. We just got done seeing her. That's her. All right, she was just on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen. So, and K Michelle, you can't spell worth a damn either. I just want you to know that. Says not nastier than the leak. Y'all remember when Drew Sidora on the clip that I showed you guys for the upcoming reunion? All right, they did like a spoiler video. We shared that with you guys where Andy Cohen was complimenting Drew Sidora on her body. Y'all know Drew Sidora had a little nip tuck and she got a little BBL or whatever. Body looks great, no homo. But when Andy was asking her about it, she said, yeah, I had a little nip tuck or whatever, and my booty's not leaking. So it was kind of like an indirect jab at K Michelle, because y'all know K Michelle did share that she had a lot of medical stuff going on as far as her butt work done, because she was leaking all over the place or whatever. So, you know, Drew Sidora, she threw in a little shade, and K Michelle has responded. So she says, not nastier than the leak of losing her kids. Damn. She says, I had an open. Hold on. She said, I had an open that's healed. She said an opening. That's what she means. I had an opening that's healed now, but her lack of custody is permanent. Shit. So y'all know Drew had her kids taken away. Ralph currently has custody of the kids right now. And Drew has to pay him $2,200 a month, right? So that's what K Michelle said. So she went jugular on her ass. Damn. So she said that that's not leak. So this person, Jarrell, said that that's not leaking. Said jab at K Michelle was nasty, right? Yeah. So Drew, you did start it because Andy asked you, you know, how you like your new body or whatever, or did you have some new work done? All you could have said was like, yeah, I had a little nip tuck here and I had a nice BBL and I love my new body. But then you had to, for some odd reason, because K Michelle was not coming for you, you did have to say some little nasty rude shit to K, because you know she's very sensitive about her butt and all that going on. She almost died from getting all this butt work where she had to get all that stuff removed because it was leaking inside of her body, right? It was leaking inside of her body. So she had to have another surgery to have all that stuff taken out. So I'm not sure why you came for her in that moment, Drew, but K Michelle did respond and said, it's not nastier than, you know, your butt not leaking is not nastier than your kids being taken away from you. And she said pretty much her opening in her butt has healed, but not like the lack of custody for you of not having your kids, which is permanent. I said, well, damn. Which her custody is not permanent. It is temporary custody for Ralph during the time that the kids are in school. I read that to you guys yesterday. So while the kids are in school, Ralph will have the kids. Once that's over, then they go back to court to determine how custody will sit for the both of them. All right. So that's it, and that's all. So K Michelle has thrown her jabs, honey, right back at Drew Sidora. I wish she would have did it at the show though, whenever Drew said what she said. But y'all know K Michelle is a responder in the comments versus face to face. So I don't know. But anywho and anyway, that's our show for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and please don't forget to tap on the like button as well. Hold on. Don't forget to tap on that like button and also hype up this video and let me know what you guys think. Comment and I will be responding as well, okay? In the comments. Please don't forget to also check us out on all publications under Caramel Rail. Also, check out our backup channel under Rail's World, and let me know what you guys think, okay? And until the next one, please keep your notifications on so you guys will know when I go live. I will be back for midday pop-in. Again, keep your notifications on so you guys will know. And until the next one, thank you so much to my mods, Tiffany Thomas, Rose Armstead, and Truth TV Podcast. Thank y'all for doing an awesome job. Thank you to all the content creators that joined us live, all my Caramelians. Love you guys down. Until the next one. Bye. Bye.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push my mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss, see. I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. Stroke until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see, matter of fact.
I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed, and everything I do the best. And deep within worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest.